Hello, math students. Today, in this video, we are doing our review worksheet for your Mod 12 test. So we're just going to make corrections on how to do this. So, question number 1, find the length of R. So we're trying to find from kitty corner down to the side. So we are going to set up 15 squared plus 3 squared plus 3 squared and take the square root. Okay, so we're going to put all of that into our calculator. 15 squared plus 3 squared plus 3 squared. So you don't have to write this, but you certainly could write the square root of 243. So now we're going to take the square root of that, and that rounds to 15.8 because we are rounding to the 10th, which is one place that past the decimal. Oh, not 15.8, that's wrong. This rounds to 15.588, so we're rounding to this place. So it's either going to stay 15.5 or it's going to go up to 15.6. So we look at this number right here, and because that's an 8, that's going to go up. So 15.6 is the answer we're looking for here with your label of feet. Number 2, find the length of the missing side. So I want to focus on and make sure that the hypotenuse is the one that's going to stand alone. So I'm going to set up a squared plus 24 squared equals 26 squared. So some of you might just say a squared equals 26 squared minus 24 squared. So that is totally fine if you just write it that way. So 26 squared minus 24 squared, a squared is equal to 100, so a is 10. So the length of this missing side BC is 10. Find the length of AB. All right, there's a couple different ways you can do this. So here's a point and here's a point. So some of you are really good about finding, we got to be careful here. What are they counting by? So this ordered pair B is going to be 4, 6. And this ordered pair A, 2, 4, so this is a negative 4. And this is up 2, so that is going to be negative 4 up 2. So we could do the distance formula. And if we do our distance formula here, I'm going to be negative 4 minus 4 quantity squared plus 2 minus 6 quantity squared. So negative 4 minus 4 is a negative 8 squared. Now be careful, if you put in negative 8 squared, the answer is going to say negative 64. But this is not negative 64. Remember, we need parentheses around this. So that would be a positive 64. And then 2 minus 6 is a negative 4 squared, so that's a positive 16. So 64 plus 16 is going to be 80. So now the square root of 80 is 8.9. Now, some of you maybe don't like that method. Maybe you're going to use the fact that this is a right angle. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8. So you're going to set up 8 squared plus 2, 4 squared, and take the square root of that. Well, 8 squared plus 4 squared is the square root of 80. So we get the same thing, 8.9. All right, do the following sides of a triangle. Make a right triangle, an obtuse triangle, or an acute triangle. So I'm going to check to make sure my numbers are in order. I want 39 to be the one that stands alone. So 15 squared plus 36 squared. We want to know, does that equal or is it bigger or less than 39 squared? So 15 squared plus 36 squared is 1521. And 39 squared is also 1521. So because they're equal, this is a right triangle. All right, number 5, do this one, so same directions. Let's see, 21, 70, 75 is my biggest. So 21 squared plus 70 squared. and I want to know, is that equal to 75 squared? So 21 squared plus 70 squared is 5,341. And 75 squared is 5,625. Okay, they're definitely not equal, so that is not right. C squared is bigger. C squared is bigger. Okay, remember you always want to go from the hypotenuse. And C squared is bigger, so this is an obtuse triangle. All right, find the lengths of EF. All right, I'm going to use my distance formula here because I don't want to graph this. So I'm going to put my x's together. -2 minus 11, quantity squared, plus 15 minus 70 squared. So -2 minus 11 is a -13 squared. See how I have parentheses around the whole thing, because anything squared is going to get you a positive number. So now we have 70 minus 15. So this is going to be a -55 squared. And I think I get 3,025 for that. All right, so now I'm going to add 169 to that, and I get the square root of 3,194. And now let's take the square root of that, and I got 56.5. Remember, we're going to round to the 10th, so 56.5. All right, I think this is the last one. Elliot cut diagonally across a rectangular playground to get to his group of friends. If one side of the playground is 100 feet and the other is 226, how long is the path Elliot took? All right, well, first I'm going to draw my rectangular playground. So there's my rectangular playground. One side's 100 feet, the other side is 226. Now, diagonally, when it says right here that he went diagonally, it means he went from one corner to the other corner across the middle. And that's what they're asking us to find out. And we know if we have a rectangle that this is a right angle in here. So I'm going to take 100 squared plus 226 squared, and that equals x squared. So then remember, we're going to take the square root of both sides. So we're going to do 100 squared plus 226 squared and take the square root. I got something like 247.1 feet. So 100 squared plus, if you want the work, I got this to be 61,076. And now let's take the square root of that, and that's where we get our 247.1 feet. All right, so I think that is the end of this worksheet. Hopefully that helped you and you are ready to go for your test. Good luck on your test today.